Hello everyone, Rohit Pateria. Thank you for downloading the latest episode of the Indian Startup Show. So today I speak to Rohit Pateria. He's the co-founder and CEO of Placio. Based in Delhi, Placio is a simple and easy to use digital platform for students looking for accommodation. And they're doing really well. So in this episode we talk about how he got started, what problem they're trying to solve, attracting students to the platform, aims and objectives for the next 2 years, how the business model actually works, and how they plan to scale, and what first-time founders should be focusing on, and much more. So please enjoy the show. Thank you. Hi Rohit, thanks for coming on the Indian Startup Show today.
Yeah, thanks Neil. Thanks for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Please tell listeners what you're building.
Yeah, so Placio is a student housing company, and we are building up off-campus housing for students. And we launched this first set of properties around MIT universities, India's largest private university in Delhi NCR. And we launched 1,200 bed capacity for student living outside campus. Mm-hmm. And we are focusing on community-based living, it's student co-living, what we are promoting here.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And how did you come up with the idea?
Yeah, so I myself is a chartered accountant, worked for 16, 17 years in institutions. I was in equity sales. We were kind of in search of some good problem to solve. Actually, we were kind of trying to find out something which is kind of worthwhile to pursue. Mm-hmm. We found out that student housing in India constitute $50 billion market size. That is the largest part in rental housing in India actually. Mm-hmm. So 30 million students pursuing higher education, living outside their hometown, and that makes around $50 billion market. And we thought this is highly unorganized market, and we should kind of solve this problem. So we kind of venture into and kind of pivot the earlier marketplace model to self-managed property model, and Placio is now kind of focusing fully on the student housing, and we are kind of solving this big problem.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What specific problem are you solving then?
Purpose-built student housing is something which is lacking, mm-hmm. and the number of kind of number of beds which are required are in thousands actually, and universities are having very limited capacity in campus actually. Mm-hmm. So in most of these private universities having kind of very limited capacity in-house in campus. Most of the students living kind of off campus. And in off-campus, most of these accommodation which are available are kind of limited in numbers. Purpose-built student housings are not kind of available easily, and students face a lot of problem kind of finding right accommodation for them. So we are kind of building up purpose-built student housing. Mm-hmm. We are kind of creating branded properties with all kind of facilities. Mm-hmm. So that's how kind of we are solving this problem.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And how are you attracting students to the platform? Can you share some like marketing strategies that have been?
Say example. MIT University is India largest private university in India actually, mm-hmm. based out of Noida in Delhi NCR, and we are working very closely with them. Mm-hmm. So we are also incubating company of MIT incubation. Mm-hmm. So we are kind of stationed and working out of MIT campus only. So we have kind of direct connect with the student. We are promoting our brand in campus, off campus. We are connecting students through different forum, and students are liking the concept. Actually, we are as we are connecting directly with the parents also, because parents are also more concerned about kind of their what they are coming first time from kind of comfort of their parents' supervision. They are living outside the first time, and safety and securities as well as kind of other facilities are kind of something which is of interest to the parents actually. Mm-hmm. So we are promoting our brand in campus, off campus. We have brand ambassador within universities. We have interns who are promoting our idea among students, and yes, it's getting a lot of traction actually among the student community.
Mm-hmm. Sounds exciting. How's it going so far then? Can you share some stats, please?
Yeah. So we launched 1,200 bed capacity in our first launch. Mm-hmm. And these are the admission seasons which are right now going on, and we are already kind of sold out 70% of our inventory. Mm-hmm. And we believe that we should be kind of 100% occupied in next 1 month.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you expected when you first started the business?
Yeah. So the kind of traction which are kind of which is there or kind of built up, We should be sold out 100%, means 100% occupancy in next 1 month.
Okay, so what are the aims and objectives over the next 2 to 3 years then? How do you plan to scale this?
So key is to execute very fast actually, and kind of vertical growth. Next 1 year itself, we are targeting 10,000 bed capacity in Delhi NCR, and our overall target is to kind of build India's largest student housing company with 100,000 bed capacity in the next 3.5-4 years.
Where does the name come from?
Yeah, so we derived Placio from Spanish word Palacio. Palacio is a palace, a place of kind of, aspirational place. So we derived that word from the Spanish word Palacio.
Okay, excellent, cool. And what's your background?
I am a chartered accountant, we call it a public accountant, a CPA in India, call it chartered accountant. And I work with institutions like Standard Chartered, Edelweiss, and 16-17 years in private equities, equity sale institutions and brokers. So throughout the 15-16 years, a finance background and equity sales background.
It seems interesting you're doing this type of startup from that background. Any specific reason why you're getting involved in student accommodation?
See, because we believe that this is a very large opportunity, a $50 billion opportunity, no competition, virtually no competition. And the kind of pace we can be next unicorn in India.
So you sounds very ambitious. What you want to do?
Absolutely, and because the business model what we are kind of following is a very profitable with lot of predictability on business and kind of scale what we can build up actually, and we have very strong execution capability. At launch itself, we build up 600 room capacity. That is very large, and we cornered close to 70% of inventory around MIT University campus. So we believe that we can execute the whole plan very meticulously, very precisely, and kind of achieve our target actually. Because top line is very strong. This business is a low margin business, but very very high ROI. Every stage, every unit level, we are profitable actually. So we believe that if company is cash surplus, if company is working capital positive, and if we have right kind of business model, right execution capability, building a large organization is not a difficult task actually.
Sounds really exciting. Are you generating revenue out of this at the moment then?
Right now, this financial year, our revenue would be $3 million.
And what was the reaction to your friends and families when you told them that you were leaving your business?
It was shocking. I was well pleased. In the companies, actually, I was drawing good salary. So it was really shocking. But my wife kind of helped me a lot. It was shocking to the parents, but eventually they kind of found out, yes, this is the right way to kind of now they are in full support. Of course, the entrepreneur journey is not easy. It is very difficult, very stressful, very very taxing. But eventually, my family and friends now kind of understood that this is something one should pursue actually.
What would you say is the hardest bit about building this business?
So actually, I convinced them that the students are still facing problem, but they were facing 20 years back when we were also students. So problems are kind of existing, and it is at the pilot level now. They are the kind of feeling that yes, this company is profitable and kind of a very profitable and scalable company can be built up. So now everybody is realizing that the business what we kind of opted for, or the model we have kind of chosen is the right one, and eventually there is a lot of visibility, so there is no kind of contingency upon the kind of path we have chosen. So now everybody is kind of in favor of what we are doing.
Good. Well, actually, what are your memories of living the student life?
During our university time, as well as the time when we were doing chartered accountancy, finding a right accommodation was something, a Herculean task actually. Very very difficult. Very very kind of unhygienic, unprofessionally managed places, and the problem still exists. Means there is no kind of improvement. People are ready to pay. Millions and millions of students are kind of living coming from small town villages and coming to the kind of to pursue higher education in kind of large cities, they are still facing problem. They are not finding good place to stay. So the problem we were facing at our student time 20 years back, the problem is still exists actually. So we eventually kind of found out that as a student we also live the same life, and we know what is the problem of a student. So it is good that kind of we at the same time we are helping student to live better, and at company level we are making we are expecting kind of to make a lot of money as well. So at one side we are kind of making we are solving a social problem. Secondly, it is a good problem to solve as in terms of kind of making a profitable organization.
Excellent. Well, last few questions then. Do you have any heroes in business or in life? Any people that you look up to?
Yeah, absolutely. There are successful personalities you can always inspire with. Reliance is a largest organization now. So I kind of drive inspiration from Dhirubhai Ambani. There are other kind of contemporary or very successful entrepreneurs in India. One we kind of as a team also inspired with this Narayan Murthy from Infosys. The kind of organization he built up with the kind of transparency, good governance, and integrity. We believe kind of we should also follow the same path. So there are people we kind of drive inspiration. Of course, we drive inspiration from some of the successful entrepreneurs from West. That include Elon Musk. That include kind of founders of Google, Mark Zuckerberg. They kind of built up multi-million-dollar organization at very young age. We drive a lot of inspiration from Steve Jobs. The kind of organization he built up, the kind of dedication he had, the kind of uniqueness he built up in the product. So these are the few kind of leaders. These are the few people we drive inspiration and kind of that help us to kind of continue in our journey to inspire people to kind of work more, focus more, and kind of work for a mission with more dedication actually.
Excellent. What advice would you give to first-time founders who are listening?
I believe one should take risk, one should make mistake, but every time we should learn from our mistake. Perseverance and focus and consistency is something actually every entrepreneur should kind of have, and that is those are the key kind of item one should kind of follow. I always believe in kind of we should not always haunted by our past. We should always look forward, and one should never ever kind of fear from making mistake actually. Those are the key I believe in every entrepreneur should kind of characteristics one should possess actually.
And hobbies and interests? How do you relax away from your startup?
I think when I spend life with my whenever I have time, and when I spend time with my families, that is the kind of the way I kind of unwind myself actually. And of course, every Indian is inspired by yoga, so I always believe in kind of meditation in yoga, and that gives me kind of a lot of relaxation, and I kind of unwind with that actually.
And what's the best advice you've received so far, personally?
I kind of I follow Franklin, the organization, and the Franklin Covey, and Stephen Covey is something the one who kind of whom I follow very consistently. That is the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Consistency is something I kind of I believe in, that if I have taken a mission, I have to kind of complete the mission by any means. I should not kind of back out. So whosoever I follow, actually, the Stephen Covey is someone who I kind of take a lot of inspiration. And the one habit is consistency. So that is something I follow diligently and religiously actually.
And what qualities? What is the main quality that an entrepreneur should have?
You have to fight back from from any of your defeat actually. That is the major quality one entrepreneur should possess actually. And again, I'm reiterating consistency. focus, perseverance.
How much does it actually cost?
So the cost start at 10,000 INR, Indian rupees, and it goes up to 25,000 INR a month. So we have range of properties. There are three type of properties. One is Placio luxury properties, then Placio prime properties, and we have Placio dome properties. So 10,000 rupees a month is Placio dome, and it goes up to 25,000 rupees a month. That is Placio luxury property.
How did you come up with those pricing?
So we kind of, it is based on market research. We found out that people are kind of ready to pay higher money if you have good facilities to offer. We have good all-inclusive pricing that include good room, furniture, professional management, facility management, that include internet, that include food. And these luxury properties are more spacious, very nice properties, very close to universities. So we found out that there are budget properties which are in demand, and there are luxury properties also which are in demand. And with market research, we found out that these are the right price actually. So we have all range of properties from 10,000 rupees to 25,000 rupees.
Last question for people who want more information on you and your work. How do they connect?
They can connect me directly on my email ID. That is rp@placio.in. Placio is Placio. At the same time, they can log into Placio website. That is www.placio.in.
Brilliant. Rohit, thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much, Dil. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Thanks to Rohit for coming on the show today. Thank you for listening and subscribing. If you like the show, please leave a rating and review in the comment in iTunes. Thank you for supporting the podcast. If you want to come on the show, please send me an email, hello@neilpatel.co, or tweet @IndianStartupSH, or go to facebook.com/Indian Startup Show. We'll love to connect. Thank you and goodbye.